Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike, and I'm excited to share another Divi tutorial with you. My goal here is to make learning Divi as straightforward as possible. Today we are going to see how to create a sticky footer bar with Divi's Sticky Options. So if that's something that you're interested in, just hit that like button and let's jump right in. Okay, so I am using the Divi layout, the financial planning that you can get from Elegant Themes themselves. What I've done is I've just removed the footer at the bottom here from the layout itself, and I've placed it in as a template in the theme builder. All right, so all that I've done is I've created that, and I've only applied it to this one page, and this one page that is here is this sticky footer page. Okay, so let's jump into that because that's where we're going to do the majority of the work. So once that's opened, you can see it has this bar here that's got all this details and everything. And then it's got basically what looks like a regular footer at the bottom here. So what we want to do is we want to keep this bar that it can float down with the page as it did in the demo that was shown during the intro. Now, this can be useful in many ways. One is that if you are a business, a service-oriented business that requires people to contact you in order to gain the business, then this is a great place to enable that call to action quite easily for the user. The other one is also that if you are running like you have a free trial and you can put a banner at the bottom there saying start your free trial, and then you link that to the actual free trial. But basically you're making it easy and accessible for any of the users to click the call to action that you want them to call to. So it's also important that whatever you use, you want to try and make that it stands out enough that it can catch an eye, but not too much that it distracts from the rest of the design. All right, so what we want to do today is we just want to do this particular row. We want to set it up that this row will go with the user as they scroll down. All right, then what you learned today in this tutorial, you can apply to any design that you want to do it. Okay, so with all that being said, let's jump into it. All right, so what we need to do is we come to the row, and under settings in the row, we want to jump to the advanced tab and then down to the bottom scroll effects. All right, so in the sticky position, we want to set this to bottom because we want to have it hanging up at the bottom of our screen. Okay, so it asks then sticky bottom offset. So I want it to be 50 pixels offset. So if you're not sure what any of these things do, you just click on the question mark icon and it'll tell you it defines the vertical offset distance from the bottom edge of the browser window. So basically we do not want this to lie flat on the bottom of the screen. We want there still to be a little bit of a margin between the element and the bottom of the screen. So on desktop, we want that to be 50 pixels, and then on tablet and phone, we push it down to 30. Okay, so that should be fine. All right. Let's just hit there. Okay, now what we want to do is we actually want to go and make the changes. So the very first thing we want to do is basically jump back into the settings. But what we want to jump down to the background because we want to change the color of this. So now you see, because we've made this row sticky, it now has the option here, sticky. So if I click on that, it then brings up, it's picking up the color that I put previously. But you would be able to then just add whatever color you want over here. All right, and then that'll only apply when this is in the sticky mode. Right, so if I go back to desktop mode, you see it reverts back to the white, the previous color. Right, if I go into tablet mode, it's still white. And if I go into phone, it remains white. But if I jump back into sticky changes to the purple color. Okay, then the next things that you want to change is you want to go module by module. So the very first one is the text or the blurb module, and we want to do exactly the same things as what we've been doing. Is you jump into design, you want to change the icon color. So again, we want to make sure we're in sticky and then jump to the sticky side. And then once you're there, you just change the color. So in this time, we're making it white so that it can stand up against the purple. All right, and then you do the same thing as you go down. So for that one, we would change the icon color, and then we would also need to change the icon border color. All right, so it seems to still be saving all the colors that I did last time, but you would change them here so to make that white. Yep. All right, so then that's done. Then once he's done, you have two options of doing is one, you can continue to go through each one of these, or two, you can just right click on the module gear over here and just say copy module styles, and then come to the next ones, you right click again and you just say paste module styles. So then what it's going to do is it's going to take all the styles that you've actually set up on this particular one, and it's going to apply it to this one over here too. So I'm going to do it here too, again, just so that I can show you that if I go in here and I say design, and I think it's text. Text. No, body text. Okay, body text. So if I go here into link, you can see it's set to white, right? But if I close that and I right click and paste module styles, and I come in here again and I go to design, body text, and I go to the link, come here to sticky. Oh, it still carried it across. All right, so it's changed. Okay, so it's got the white in there, but it's the easy and shortcut of cascading the styles across rather than having to go through each and every element on its own. So now if we go and we save this, and we go and we refresh, we scroll up, and you can see there it shows. All right. So this one you can change as you wish, as I said earlier, but you can have it as just one column instead of the 3 columns, and you can have there's your sign up for a free deal or anything like that, but basically have a call to action. And then when it comes to the bottom, it can set into your design again. All right, so that's how you can easily create a sticky footer bar with Divi's Sticky Options. I hope this tutorial will be useful for you. And if it is, or if it has been, just please hit the like button to let me know. I am planning to post more Divi tutorials as I learn more about Divi. So please do hit that subscribe button to ensure you will not lose out. I will probably be doing quite a few more on the sticky options on the different types of things that you can do. Your feedback is valuable, so please do leave a comment below with any questions or suggestions for future videos. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.